So I share a lot of positive stuff about being an amputee because there's just so much positive stuff about being an amputee. Having 2 working legs is pretty amazing, whether they're your own legs or not. However, if you follow me on Insta, you know that I'm pretty transparent about the whole journey, even the bad sides. Today was a day where I had a not so awesome day. So I have 3 legs. For those of you who don't know, look at that. I dislocated this finger and I broke my hand down here. I've had a few surgeries. So like the finger that I broke has never quite, and then that I dislocated. This is literally me trying to hold up 3 fingers. Look how, take my strong hand. Anyway, back on track, I have 3 legs. I have a riding leg just for riding. Nothing else, not comfortable to walk in. And then so I have 2 other legs. 2 other legs. I have a daily leg and I have a water leg, which are essentially like 2 good daily legs. One is just totally waterproof. My water leg, the foot on my water leg is amazing. That's the leg that you see me doing burpees in. So literally like 2 days ago doing burpees, today, bad day. So I swapped from wearing my water leg. So it's got a plastic pin on it. So this is my liner. It's got a plastic pin. So my riding leg and my daily leg have a metal pin. So I wanted to use the spin bike at the gym. So that means I needed my liner with the metal pin. So that means I wear my daily leg to the gym so that I can just swap legs without having to take the whole liner off. So pain in the butt. So put on my daily leg, off to the gym I pop. My plan was to do some spin bike at the end to practice riding, because you all know I'm trying to get back on the BMX and I'm having some technical difficulties. So I walked in with my spare leg in my hand, come off to school, and I did a couple of exercises, not much at all, and I got this god-awful pain in the front of my tibia. So essentially I have my tibia, my shin bone is straight cut. And that's it. And there is a tiny little piece of skin, so like that little bit of flesh in front of your tibia, like on your shin, is all that covers the straight cut end of my bone. And for some reason today, it didn't sit right. I took my liner on and off 100 times. I tried adding extra socks to bulk it up so it was like more padded. Nothing was working. And honestly, like if you watched me, you just would have seen my frustration growing and growing and growing and growing. As I added more socks and it didn't work, and I took off my liner and put it back. Because sometimes if you put the liner on wrong, you've got to get the pin in the right spot. So sometimes when you put it on, instead of like with the pin being like this, it'll be like this instead of straight down. So when it clicks in, it might be like pulling or pushing your little stumpy in the wrong way. So, like 3 times I put the liner back on. I made sure I wasn't sweaty underneath. I cried. Like, it is like, I can't explain it. It's like hitting the straight cut end of your shin bone on something, or like grinding the end of your shin bone after it's been cut off on something hard. Like, this is essentially the best way to explain it. It hurts. So I had a little teary and I left the gym. But I still got more done. Well, that's not true today. Today I got about as much done as I would have gotten with my old foot. But today is like 2 days ago I was doing burpees. So like frustrating days are going to happen. I had more frustrating days with my flesh foot than I have had with my prosthetic, to put it in perspective. But I do have these days. So I have a feeling that my liner may be loose. Like I've lost some size in my stump. And I always lose some size when I'm working out, which is why I add socks on top of my liner and it bulks it up. But if your liner's not fitting properly, then like air gets underneath and it can move your stump a bit. So I think that might be what's happening, but I don't really know, because it's not the usual feeling I get when my liner is loose. Usually when your liner is loose, really gross term, makes me want to vom, but they call it milking, so it like pulls the end of your stump down. Honestly, it's like people in the word moist who hate the word moist. I hate the term milking. But that's exactly what it does. Like, pulls the muscle down. So, like, your stump gets pulled down with your leg rather than your leg being, like, on your, like, with you. There's kind of, like, this pull down. So, it's almost like your legs are half a second behind you because it's getting milked. But this is a new feeling. But I could grab a bit of my liner up off my shin. So I assume that's the problem. Easy fix for me because I have a few legs. I'm going to put my little plastic one back on. I'm out of my leg now, giving my shin a really good rest. Put my plastic leg on tomorrow. I'll put my plastic pin, my water leg on tomorrow, and I'll wear that while I talk to my team. Gotta have a good team. Talk to my prosthetist about getting maybe a small liner, if that's the issue. I think it is. I do, however, know when my liner is too small. I've tried on a too small liner before. You can get it on, like, obviously it's not like, no, you can't get it on, that's why you can put it on. But when you click in and this clicks, it pulls on your stump. I'm not using the M word. So it pulls your stump in. But when it's too small, you get like an Indian burn. So new amputees out there. The Indian burn feeling, like literally like you're getting an old school Indian burn. That's exactly what it feels like when it's too small. So I'm wondering if maybe I lose a lot of size during workouts, and then when I take my liner off, like some fluid comes back. So wondering if maybe I'm in between sizes. Who knows? But it was god awfully painful. Like enough for some tears today. It was sore. But leg off, leg up. I'll wear my comfy leg tomorrow, figure out the issue. I've had way less crap days with prosthetics than I have with my old flesh foot. So we're cheering. But yes, have a cry if you need to have a cry. Have a yell, scream at the world, get frustrated, but I try not to let it be all-consuming. I could totally let this be all-consuming. It's frustrating, it's annoying as hell. Yeah, but it's a workout at the gym I didn't get to do. Big whoop. And we'll get it fixed. No problem. Like, sort it out, get it fixed, and off I go. Upset, frustrated, yell at the world for a little while, have an hour of feeling like crap, and then, okay, reality check. Not the end of the world. Gonna get it sorted. Put my big girl panties back on and get to it. It's generally what I try to go with. But yeah, sore, frustrated day. Yep. Moving on. Yep. So, that's all I came here to say. If anybody got this far, thanks for watching.